This improv story is based on the idea of women joins dog walking club. Let the story commence. Mary joined a dog walking club. She'd asked her pal, "What's a dog walking club? What's that?" Because her pal said, "Do you want to join our dog walking club?" She said, "What's that?" "Well, basically, it's just people who meet up to walk their dogs at the same time. We just have a chit chat. That's it. That's all it is." And Mary said, "So, just like people deciding to meet up, why don't we all meet up in a park and go for a walk? But we've got dogs for an excuse. That it's no too weird, but we're just meeting up. Do you want to meet up?" Aye, it is actually. It's funny when you think about it, aye. It is. But, we just walk the dogs and, it's something to talk about and it's just a social thing. That's really good, that. Mary said, "That's really good that people are just like, let's start a club so people can talk to each other. It just gives you hope. It just reminds you that it's not about people fighting each other and pissing each other off, that people just want to meet people and talk to people and things like that." So so she went along, and within probably about 10 minutes, within probably about 10 minutes, one came out with something about asylum seekers. Mary was like that. A wee bit ahead, and she's like, "Right." Another 10 minutes. Another one, no, the original one, said something Brexit. No, this isn't a dog whistle joke. No, it's not a dog whistle pun. Something Brexit. I just think the thing is that was their right to vote that way, but I think they just don't want it to work so they can prove themselves right. Like that. She did hear somebody else go like that. Something. I voted Labour. Something. And she said to her pal was called Sally. She said, "A couple of fucking arseholes in this group." I went, "Oh, I know. It's not like we're getting people together for a big political get together. It's got to be different people. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to know. It's a group of about. It's about 10 of them. There's about 10 of them. And then there was a guy at the back of the group who had been walking kind of close behind Mary, and then when her pal Sally sort of went away to sort of her dog sort of ran away, he had sort of like stepped in to fill the gap and was kind of now walking beside Sally, Mary. I went, "Hi there. Oh, hi. Oh, love, is that your dog? Oh, silly question, I know. It is. Is that yours? I take it. It is. What's the name? Rebel. Oh, Rebel. I've not heard a dog's name like that for ages. What's yours?" She asked him. "My dog's called Sasha." Oh, really old-fashioned names, aren't they? So, how long? She says. So, how long have you been in this club for then? And he said, "Oh, about well, it started about just a couple of months ago. It's really good, isn't it? Just going for a walk." She went, "Aye." He went, um, "So what is it you do then?" She said, um, "What, I just kind of walk film. Doing what?" Hold on. I'm going to go and get my pal just now. Just a wee second. It was good talking to you. And she went away to her pal to catch up. and got on and went, "Oh, what are you doing out here? Just come here. Just there's a guy. What the guy's like, and what's that guy like out there? That him? Oh, him? Oh, he's a. Was he talking to you? Aye, nah, he's a fucking creep. Um, and the funniest thing happened. These three wee guys had what looked like three wee guys that weren't part of the group. They were in a kind of a nearby park. Had what looked like uh, a bloodhound. Looked like a Loveless bloodhound. It looked like the loveliest wee bloodhound you've ever seen. It was quite big though. Where are you? Loveliest bloodhound you could ever see. Ah, there. The loveliest bloodhound you could ever see. It was, in fact, obviously, as we all know, the banned dog, Fila Brasileiro. It's banned here in the UK. That dog is banned. It's a banned dog. And one of the other wee guys had a doggo. One of the other ones had a doggo. A doggo. A doggo Argentino. Which is one of the banned dogs in the UK. Doggo Argentino is banned. It's a banned dog. There's 4 dogs banned in the UK. These 3 wee guys had these 2 dogs. And they went like that. Get 'em! The dogs that were with everybody else, they just ran like fuck and they hid. Dogs just know when they've been out-dogged and they run like fuck and the dogs just went, they vanished. The other dogs went up trees like cats. Up they went, that was that. All that was left now were the humans. And the woman who was coming out with the dodgy sort of stuff about asylum seekers and Brexit, well them, and the guy, the sort of guy who was asking her, what is it you did then? I'll just show you very quickly what they were like. They looked. I don't want to go into all the details, right? Right, I don't like talking about violence like that, right? But basically, after about half an hour, they looked something along the lines of this. Their faces, well, something along the lines of this. Because these dogs don't fuck about. Because see these three wee guys, they knew that dog club, that dog walk club, they had previously joined. And even though there were three wee nutters, politically, they were actually politically pretty sound. Pretty sound. Depends where your own personal political persuasions lie. But as far as I'm concerned, good boys. Good boys. A touch idealistic. But I blame that on their youth. Touch idealistic. Wanting some things that probably aren't going to happen. But the fact they're aiming for it is good. Aim high. You know what I mean? Good boys. Good boys. They didn't get done for that. The dogs, the Fila Brasileiro and the Dogo Argentino, they're in dog jail right now. They'll never get put down, nothing like that. They're in dog jail right now. And they've got dog PlayStation. I've got a live picture. I've got pictures live from that prison right now. I haven't got a picture of the dogs, but I've got some other prisoners here. Get ready. Shocking images. Shocking images right now. Live from the prison. Live from the prison right now. Some of the worst offenders. There's one there. Their cell almost looks like a living room. Look at this. That's a top dog, I know. That's a top dog in there. Doesn't look like it. But these dogs, don't let them near your fucking wains, by the way. They might look all friendly family dogs. No. I mean, don't let any dog near your wane, but don't just think, because it looks like it's on a fucking pack of Andrex. But this one's the wee bastard that you go in and gives you a hard time the second you get in jail, but it's actually kind of pretty low down in the pecking order. This here, he's been in the longest. He's the oldest and wisest. And the top dog never gives him a hard time. Because he remembers him. He remembers the top dog when he was just a puppy. It's amazing. It's amazing that the power he's got in him. What are their names? The ones that got put in. The Dogo Argentino was called Rover, and and the Fila Brasileiro was called Benji, yeah, and the one with the specs there is called Max. And some of the other ones, I can't remember the ones, but one's called Fido. I don't know what it's called. Spot. Spot. Aye. That's it. Honestly, there's no airs and graces about them, just normal dogs with bad owners. Really. Didn't look after them. Like I said, politically they boys are alright, but they just didn't know how to look after dogs, do you know what I mean? The end. How do I know that was a true story? I was in charge of installing the PlayStations. and make sure they're all updated and replacing controllers if they were chewed. Actually, I've got a charity for replacing chewed controllers. So we go in there and just get them replaced, you know what I mean? Because if you don't, these dogs will start rioting. They'll start rioting. I'll show you a dog riot right now. Dog on roof. Aye, there you go. There you go. There's a riot there. There's one of the riots there. There's another one of the riots there. Horrific. There you go. There's the warden. Try to get him back in. We'll get into your demands. We want wireless controllers. Wired controllers just get caught up in their fur. What can you do? It's insane.